Yo, yo, what up? Coach D here. All right, so I'm about to make you guys a video teaching you 6 things that you can do this year so that way you can have your best 2023. Because right now, you're probably at the point, okay? We are in January 2023, and statistically speaking, 64% of the people who have set goals for this year will quit before the end of this month. 64%, that's 6 out of 10, almost 7 out of 10 of you watching this video right now, okay? Now, the other 91% will quit before the end of the year, okay? So only 9% of you are going to actually stick to the plans and the goals that you have set for you this year. So I'm actually going to teach you 6 things that you need to do in order for you to be successful and become your best version of you this year. Not wasting any more fucking time living in a body that you don't fucking like, or living in a way that you don't like, not making the money that you don't like, living in a way you don't like. Okay? I'm going to give you 6 tips here. They're going to teach you how to become an exceptional version of you. All right? So you guys just need to tune in, pay attention, take some notes, and put some headphones on so that way I can yell at you whenever needed without your kids hearing or anybody around you hearing, or maybe you're standing in line at the bank or something like that. They don't need to hear the psychopath live, right? So you need to listen to this in private, okay? So I'm just going to warn you because I'm probably going to cuss at you a little bit through this process because, you know me. Okay, so the first thing that we have to discuss is that when it comes to you becoming your best version of you, and look, it's like this. If you want to become your best version of you, you have to master yourself within, okay? You are right now because of where you are because of your habits, okay? Now, I know a lot of times it sounds like I hate you, right? You see me on social media and I'm talking all kinds of shit, right? I don't hate you. I hate your fucking habits, okay? I love you, which is why I fucking tell you the harsh truths to slap you out of your fucking comfort zones, okay? So, your habits are why you are where you are. But I want to give you a little 7-year-old demonstration, right? Because we're going to remember images more than we are you're going to remember the shit that I say, right? But you're going to remember what you see, right? So I'm going to be drawing you some shit like I'm a 7-year-old, right? Because that's basically what my handwriting is going to look like. I'm a magical artist, okay? So what I'm going to show you is what happens, okay? So this is the typical human, okay? It's right here. Right? Typical American. It's a fatty. Okay? Here's your typical fatty American, because statistically speaking, you want to hear a crazy stat? It said that basically there's only 0.004% of people in the nation. 0.004%. Let me write this out so you can see this shit. 0.004%. Have abs. Okay? Right? Visible abs. Okay? You all, 100% of you, actually have abs. You just can't see it because you're fat. Okay? That's why you can't see them. It's covered by a layer of fat. You all have a 6-pack. Okay? It's already there. You just can't see it because it's covered. Right? Now, that means, let's flip that script. 99.996 of you are here. Okay? That's almost 100% of people. Okay? You guys ain't... Man. That's how lazy people are. That's how awful people are. Okay? We are designed by nature to be fucking lean and have abs. That's the way we're designed to be. But people don't have them because they have shitty habits. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to get a point. Shitty habits. Okay? So you got to understand that when it comes to you becoming your best you, okay? In your fitness, in your finances, in your business, in your marriage, in everything. It all comes down to your habits. And let me show you a little example of what this looks like, okay? So you don't really think that it's a big deal, right? You Netflixing, you skip that workout today, right? You eat that fast food today. You don't really think anything of it, right? Doesn't really show anything right away. But you keep making these poor decisions and living with these bad habits. And then over time, okay, this is flat line right here, okay? Then over time, This is what's known as the compound effect, okay? And then you end up this guy or gal, right? So your habits, your daily habits over years are what have gotten you here. And then you end up fucking Porky Pig, fat bastard right here, okay? That's you, all right? That's how you end up as part of the 99.99996, okay? Because 50 years ago, the majority of guys had abs, okay? Women had a 25-inch waist just 50 years ago. What happened? Habits. Bad fucking food habits to begin with, okay? Now, let's flip this script. Now, you change your habits. You focus on forging new habits, okay? So step one is understanding that you need to build new successful habits. That's step one, okay? But there's a little bit more to this because this entire journey of you becoming your best you is a personal development journey, right? The whole thing, completely personal development journey, okay? Fitness is personal development, all right? So what happens is you don't really, notice anything, right? You're eating clean, you're tracking your food, you're going to the gym, you're not really noticing anything, right? You're pretty much just like, you don't really notice anything. And then slowly, what happens is, over time, all those little daily habits and those little daily wins, that's all you got to do is just win each day. You just win each day, and you will end up at your big goals, okay? So what that means is, let's say you got 50 pounds to lose. Don't focus on the 50 pounds, okay? Focus on the small daily habits that I'm going to teach you that are going to take you there, right? You win each day, right? You're going to get your goal. All right? So now, back to this, right? So now all these daily habits, these small daily habits that you're going to be executing on, right? They're going to slowly take you up to the top, okay? What happens when you get here? You ladies, getting them vertical lines in the stomach, right? This is your stomach right here. You fellas, 6-pack, baby. That is what happens when you master your habits. You have to change your habits. Right now, your habits lead you to fat. Your habits lead you to lazy, tired, lacking energy. Your habits lead you to making less money. Because statistically speaking, let me give you a little stat here, okay? Here's another little stat here. So this guy right here that's a fatty, do you know how much the average fatty makes per year? $49K, okay? Do you know how much the average person that trains intensely makes per year? Okay? Do you want to know? Want to know? $83K statistically. So these habits of you sitting inside your comfort zone, because that's really all it is, doing the easy shit, don't really seem like a big deal today, but you add that up over hundreds of days, thousands of days, and you end up here. You end up fat. You got insecurities. You're not feeling good about yourself, right? This is you right here, okay? Got some titties for you fellas. Got some titties, right? And you're making less money because you have insecurities. You don't trust yourself. You don't have confidence because you have poor credibility with yourself because you never stick to anything, right? You have less energy. You're less productive. You're less ambitious, right? You are basically failing as a man, right? I'm speaking to you men primarily, right? You're failing as a man, right? And then you're pulling in a whopping $49K. Woo. Okay? Even $83K ain't shit, right? But it's almost double what the average fatty's getting, right? So this is why it's important that you fix your habits. Your habits are going to make everything exponentially greater. And here's another little thing that happens when you get here too. You fellas, you get instant respect and status, which are two of the very, very most basic things that drive men every single day. This is the reason why men pursue successful businesses, why they want to be the provider in their home, why they want to make a lot of money, why they want to drive a Lambo, why they want to be a millionaire, why they want to be a billionaire, why they want to have hot chicks, why they want to do everything is basically for the need to have status and be respected. But yet, you're choosing this route and not getting any of that because nobody respects a fatty. Nobody respects a brokey. Okay? So if you want to be a badass in life, You need to master you by focusing on building habits. And I'm going to give you some tricks and tips on how you can actually do that. Okay? So that's step one. We got to get through your head. Now, understand this. Through this journey, there is also going to be a lot of self-talk. Okay? There's going to be a lot of pushback with your mind subconsciously. Okay? And you have to understand that you're going to have to channel your inner beast. So what do I mean by that? Okay, we all have an inner bitch, okay, and an inner beast, okay? We all have this, right? Your inner bitch is the one that's taking you down this way. He's the one that says, I'm tired, it's too early, it's too cold, I'll go tomorrow, I'll start my diet Monday, I'll start my diet New Year's, I'll start this later, blah, blah, blah. Procrastination, excuses, bullshit, right? I can't because I don't have discipline. Nah, 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 nah. That's your inner bitch. And everybody has an inner bitch. All right? Everybody has an inner bitch. You have to learn to silence this motherfucker and channel into your inner beast that says, no, I'm going to fucking do what I say to do. What I say I'm going to do. I always follow through. I'm a man of my word. And when I say that you're a man of your word, you're a man of your word with yourself. Not to others, with yourself. So if you say you're going to focus on building habits, you say you're going to lose weight, you say you're going to go to the gym, you say you're going to wake up early, you say you're going to do all these things, you have to keep those promises to yourself. Okay? And then during this process, your inner bitch is going to try and keep you safe. Okay? In the comfort zone. It's going to try and keep you here. All right? You have to channel your inner beast. And listen to that one because that is who's going to take you here. And you have one. He's just weak. He's been asleep. But you got to listen to him. So when that alarm goes off in the morning, the very first thing that you need to do is get the fuck up and put your feet on the floor. All right? Not hit the snooze button. Bitches, hit the snooze button. Beasts, get the fuck up tired. They don't care. They got shit to do. They got shit to do in a minimal amount of time to do it every day. They got to get shit done. All right? So, know that you're going to have an inner bitch that's going to be trying to keep you in your comfort zone and keep you as your little fatty, right? And you're going to have to channel your inner beast, strengthen it. And it's just like with a discipline, the more that you work it, the stronger it gets. The stronger that your beast gets, the less your little bitch is going to speak up and the less power it has, right? It's always going to be there to some extent, right? But the stronger that your beast is, you don't even hear the little bitch anymore, okay? So just understand that that is going to be a part of it, right? But you got to focus on forging habits. So whatever it is that you're trying to take on this year, there's a certain goal that you may have, whether it be like financially or relationship or with your physique or whatever, right? You have to set daily little goals and actions that you need to complete each day in order to get you there, right? So focus on forging new habits. And there's hacks to this, guys. There's apps that you can download and you can set up your own. So there's like literally freaking apps on your phone and you can set up boom, 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 habit 1, habit 2. And there's a little, and like each day, depending on the app, has like a little box you can check, right? And then you just check it, bing, 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 each day. And it'll send you reminders by a certain time each day. Like, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? To remind you. And then if you did it, you can check it. And then you'll notice over time where you are coming up short, what you tend to forget, what you tend to, like not do the most. And that's your feedback and shows you like, all right, you need to put more effort into making sure you do this. You need to put more effort into shit. Like, for example, let's say you set your alarm to wake up at 4 a.m., right? And then you see you only woke up at 4 a.m. one time last week because your little bitch was winning, right? Now you know, like, fuck, I really need to, like, keep these promises to myself, and I need to actually make myself get up because I'm really failing at 4 a.m. because I only won one of those 7 days last week, right? Or the 5 days if you're doing it in the weekday, right? So, but there's habit tracking apps. They're called habit tracking apps. So just look them up on your phone. You can find some, okay? So that is the first thing you got to understand. This journey of transformation is personal development. This whole thing with fitness is personal development, and you have to grow in order to become who you want to be. Who you are is not good enough to create the life, the body, anything that you want. You are already producing the best life that you are going to get with your current mindset, habits, and skill set. Okay? And I guarantee you ain't happy with your life right now because nobody is, right? The majority of people, right? So that means you need to change your mindset, your skill set, and your habits. Correct? Yes or yes? Okay, good. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so now in the next one, so that's the first thing we're going to talk about, okay, is the whole the mindset of it and building habits and things like that, right? The next thing that you need to do, okay, this is actually number 2. Second thing you need to do is, like I was saying a minute ago, make a habit of waking up early, okay, especially when it comes to you guys that work a lot of hours or you have businesses. You have to train before work every day, okay? And that the reason is because if you don't, guess what's going to happen by the end of the day? Guess what's going to happen? By the end of the day, you're fucking tired. Guess what happens? Your little bitch wins. You end up skipping your workout. Even if you do show up, your little bitch is present, right? Because you're exhausted from the day, and your workout sucks, right? You're putting out 50% what you really should be putting out. And on top of that, you're taking more time away from your spouse, away from your kids, things like that, right? So by doing it first thing in the morning, say waking up at, say, 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever, a few hours before you actually have to get up and go to work, right? And bang this shit out first thing, what ends up happening is you create, okay, this is a clock, okay? You create more time in the evening to spend with your kids or your spouse, right? Because these are very, very important. Relationships are a very, very important part of life, right? So that way you're not taking another, 90 minutes or 2 hours away from them when you've been gone at work all day. So you need to build the habit of getting up early. Now I'm going to give you a little secret. Here's the secret. Salt. This is the secret. Okay? Put a cup by your bedside that has 1 teaspoon, okay? A measuring teaspoon. Put it in like 40 ounce stainless steel not shaker cup, but a hydro flask kind of thing, right? Put a teaspoon of pink salt or sea salt, right, in there. Teaspoon, measuring teaspoon, not a tablespoon, okay? Put it in your bottle of water, right? Put it by your bedside every night. The moment that alarm goes off, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 5:30, whenever the fuck it is you're going to get up, you put your feet on the floor, stand the fuck up like a man, and you fucking grab that water and you down it. Okay, within minutes, you'll have hydration and electrolytes in your system. Boom, your cells are ready to go. That's the secret to becoming a morning person. Okay, and you're going to have to force it in the beginning. You're going to have many days where you're going to be tired as fuck. So what? Suck it up. Okay, so forge that into a habit. All right, you forge that into a habit. You're going to create more time for all this other stuff. You're going to have better relationships with your spouse and your kids. You're going to have a lot more time in the afternoon to just chill and just hang out, right? Get all this shit done early during the day while everybody's fucking asleep, right? Nobody's missing you. They're asleep. The world is asleep. You get in there, start hustling, start working on yourself, right? Start working on your business, start working on whatever it is you're trying to achieve this year before the world wakes up. This is how the high achievers get ahead of everybody. They wake up early and bang this shit out first while the world is sleeping. Okay? This is the secret. Okay? So that's the second one. Get the fuck up early in the morning. Okay? That's how you become a morning person. Salt is the magic secret. All right? Now, I'm going to teach you a little bit about how the body actually works, because a lot of you guys have the goal of losing some fat this year, right? So I'm going to teach you simple science on how it actually works when it comes to losing body fat, okay? So losing body fat is really fucking easy, guys. It's literally 2 things, okay? Literally 2 things, okay? Here it is, right here. I'm about to tell you. Ready? See this? See that line right here? Called limit your calories every fucking day, right? By eating an animal-based diet and tracking your shit, right? And burn calories every day. It's literally all you gotta do. But let me explain to you how this works from like a simple science standpoint, okay? So let's say you're a dude. Your average basal metabolic rate, that's what this is right here, basal metabolic rate. Average basal metabolic rate of a man is about 1,900, 2,000 calories a day. He's gonna burn, okay? 2,000, let's just say it for easy number. He's gonna burn unless you're a little shorty like me. Okay, mine's only 1,700 because I'm a shorty, right? So you're going to burn 2,000 calories a day at rest, Meaning if you did nothing but lay around and fucking watch Netflix all day long and jack off, you're going to burn 2,000 calories a day. Okay? If that's all you did, right? And because it requires energy for your breathing, heart rate, circulation, body temperature, digestion, brain functions. This all requires energy, right? That's why when a lot of you guys think like, I have a slow metabolism. No, bitch. You don't have a slow metabolism, okay? You have a you eat too much fucking foodism. That's what you have, okay? So when it comes to fat loss, this is how it works, okay? And this is how you gain fat. Let me start there, okay? Your BMR right here, you're burning 2,000 calories a day baseline, okay? Just to live, okay? Now, what happens is most you motherfuckers don't work out every day. Don't work out at all, okay? So what happens is anytime that you consume more food than your body burns for the day, and most of you motherfuckers are eating fucking fast food, Starbucks, and all this fucking bullshit all day long, right? So your calorie intake is astronomically high. But let's say you're only burning 2,000 a day. Your calorie intake is like 5K, okay? All this more. So all the calories that you've consumed over what you burned for the day get stored as fat. Okay? This is how you end up fat. All right? Now, let me erase these so I can clean this up a little bit because that's how you gain fat. All right? So, we got BMR here. Now, the way that we lose fat, right, is you want to be burning every day because you should be working out 7 days a week. Okay? It's a non-negotiable. It's not even negotiable. You do it. Period. You want to have the best life, you want to have the best health, you want to be the best you show up every day. Okay? Every day. You show up and you sweat every fucking day. Okay? So that's non-negotiable. So you got to burn calories every day. Okay? Then, so we already have your BMR, right? So your total burn, so if you're working out 7 days a week, your total output for the day is going to be upwards, depending on your size, 3,000 plus. Easy. Some of you guys, 4,000 or 5,000 calories based on your size, your weight, the amount of muscle you have, a lot of these factors. The bigger you are, the more calories you melt. Okay? So the average dude, let's just say average dude, burning 3,000 calories a day, right? So what happens is the way that you lose fat is exactly the opposite of how you gained fat. Okay? It's the exact opposite, right? So what happens is you're burning 2,000 from your basal metabolic rate. What you do is you limit your intake by tracking your macros, okay? Macros are your protein, carbs, and fat, okay? You eat a specific amount to create your calorie goal, just an FYI, okay? And let's say the average dude's going to need about 2,200 calories to burn fat, okay? So he's burning 3,000 plus, but he's only eating 2,000 or 2,200, okay? So what happens is this right here creates what's known as, see this there's a deficit here. So he's burning way more than he's consuming, okay? See that? Burning way more than he's consuming. That right there is what's known as a calorie deficit, okay? You burn and then you limit, okay? So let me give you a little, so you burn, right? And then you limit, right? And then this gap is fat burning, okay? That is how you burn fat. It's really fucking simple, okay? It's really fucking simple, especially if you're eating an animal-based diet, right? Making sure that you're getting protein every single meal, okay? And just a quick rule of thumb. Here's a quick rule of thumb. For if you're eating, say, 3 times a day, fellas, here's a simple rule of thumb, okay? You need at least 70 grams of protein every meal. You do that, you're naturally going to hit your macros. You're naturally not going to eat very much because you're going to be full because protein and fats are very filling, right? So if you're eating animal proteins and you're getting about 70 grams per meal, you're not really going to be able to eat that much. And what happens is you do this over time, right? Over time, not days, weeks, months, okay? And what happens is you, sir, get them abs out, all right? That is literally all you got to do, okay? Limit calories, okay? So there's step 1, limit, okay? Step 2, burn. That's all you got to do. And then you end up here. You do this shit consistently. All right? So that's how you burn fat. Now, I want you to think about something. Why is this so important to you? Okay? Why is this so important? if you want to be your best you, don't you think that in order for you to have your best life and to be able to create your best income and your best relationship and your best parenting and your best life, you have to feel the best about yourself? Yes or yes? It's kind of common sense, right? You know, a lot of you guys walk around life looking sloppy as fuck, looking fat as fuck, right? Undisciplined as fuck, right? So your life is shit, and it's because you're losing that war with yourself. You're letting your little bitch win. Okay, see how that ties in now, right? So you got to beast it up, become this. This is the standard. The minimum standard is for you to have abs. Every man should be walking around with abs. Okay, if you aren't walking around with abs, that means you're weak. Okay, mentally, emotionally, weak. No discipline, weak. Too lazy, weak. It means you're weak. Do you want to be seen as weak? Fuck no, you don't. You want to be fucking seen as strong, right? You want people to respect you. You want to have status, right? Well, guess what? The hack to that and getting there fast is getting fucking abs. Most of you guys can get there in anywhere from like 10 to 20 weeks if you really kill it, okay? Depending on your starting point, all right? So you could literally be there by fucking June or earlier, okay? If you fucking kill it, if you do what I'm saying right here, right? So let's move on to the next thing and talk about this in a little bit deeper, okay? So let's move this up, okay? So here's the steps on how you're going to get your body the way that you want it to be, okay? So that way you can have your best year, all right? So number one, like I just showed you, you got to dial in your food, okay? Because your nutrition is actually 90%, okay, of your results. So what does that mean? If you don't fucking dial in your food, you ain't going anywhere. So all these other things that I told you, it doesn't matter. You're going to work out every day. You can work out 7 days a week. But if you don't dial in your food, create that calorie deficit, you ain't losing shit. You're literally going to be the typical person that goes to the gym. Go to any gym, anytime, any year. You're going to see the same people there every day. And they look exactly the same as they did 10 years ago. Maybe even a little bit fatter. Because they're not focusing on their food. They're focusing on the workout, which is 10%. Right? So if you want results, you got to focus on the 90, right? So first off is your nutrition, right? The second thing is you got to be training daily, right? Remember, 7 times a week, minimum, okay? Beasts will do it 2 times a day, right? You really want to get there fast, do double days, all right? Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about here is, oops, let me erase that fast. Well, the next thing we're going to be talking about here is your self-accountability tools, okay? That's what this means right here, self-accountability. So you got nutrition, right? You got your training, right? And then this is the fourth thing that we're going to be talking about, the steps on how you're actually going to get to your best you. Self-accountability. So what does this mean? There's things that you need to do on a daily, weekly basis that are going to help you achieve your ultimate goal. Right? So let's say your ultimate goal is to meet the minimum standard of having abs, okay? Right? You've got to get your nutrition dialed in. You got to be training daily, right? Primarily focusing on lifting, okay? I forgot to add that. And then as long as your nutrition and your lifting is dialed in, you can throw some sprints in on top of that, and you can accelerate that, okay? But lifting, okay, is a primary thing. Then you have to do things self-accountability-wise, right? So one of those things that you can do self-accountability-wise is regular weigh-ins, okay? Get your weight. Second thing, weekly body fat measurement. So most gyms have like, body fat testing machines. Some gyms do. I wouldn't say most gyms. But you can do them there, or you can order an in-body. It's called an in-body. There's a scale you can get on Amazon. It's called an in-body, and it's a home scale. You can do it, and it tests your body fat. It works with an app and everything. Shows you all the details inside your body, what's going on and stuff. You can get that, right? The other thing that you need to be doing on top of, and also remember, none of this is going to work unless you're tracking your macros, okay? So you got to get your nutrition dialed in, right? The other thing that you can do too, which is a self-accountability hack, is weekly photos. So commit to a day, right? So with like my online coaching clients, our day is Sundays, right? So every single Sunday, first thing they do in the morning when they wake up is they send me a picture, right, of their physique. And then I put a side-by-side of their beginning and then their progress, right? And I take a look at it and I can see the changes going on. Or if I don't, I can be like, what the fuck? Why are you lying about your food, right? Get your shit together, right? But weekly progress photos, because the transformation that's going to be happening, especially whenever you're on point with everything, with your food and your training and stuff, you're not going to see the results in yourself so much because you see yourself every day, right? But when you put your beginning over one, like 4 week, 5 week, 6 week, 7 week, 8 week, all the way through 12, right? You're going to see a massive difference if everything's dialed in, like massive. And that also will fuel your motivation to want to get your ass up early in the morning, to want to track your food more. It'll fuel that motivation even more, right? So the other thing is progress photos, right? So weekly progress photos, doesn't matter which day, as long as you can be consistent, same time, same day, right? So do the progress photos and then assess your physique. And these are just some basic daily, weekly things that you should be doing, okay? So we got macros here. Let me write that in there so you have a visual, right? So regular weigh-ins, you can do it every single day if you want, right? Weekly body fat, at least one time a week, same day, same time, just like your photos, right? And then macros every day. These are self-accountability hacks, okay? When you are aware of what's going on, and here's the other side of this too, that also goes right back to the whole mental aspect of this thing. When you know you're going to step on the scale every morning, right? When you know that you are going to have to track your food, right, and see those numbers. When you know that you're going to be that you're going to have to do your body fat weekly. When you know you have to take a photo weekly, right, and you stick to these commitments, right? What do you think is going to be happening to yourself subconsciously? Subconsciously, you're going to make better decisions. Subconsciously, you're going to work harder. Subconsciously, you're going to want to stay in the gym longer. You're going to want to push more weight. You're going to want to be trying to do more, do better, because there's an accountability aspect that's thrown into it, and you want to see progress. You don't want to see failure. You don't want to feel that pain, right? So it's going to motivate you and push you to do things that when your little bitch says, when the alarm goes off at 4 a.m., and you're like, fuck, I'm tired. I don't want to go today, right? That is what's going to push your ass out of bed, okay? So, because you're probably going to have weeks, okay? It's not going to be perfect. You're going to have weeks where you fuck up. You're going to have weeks where you fall off. You're going to have weeks where you binge. You're going to have days where you make bad food choices. So what? Stick to your schedule. You need to feel the pain of your bad decisions, because that pain is what is going to basically deter you from making that decision again. So let me give you an example. Okay, let's say I go to a party, right, this weekend, right? I'm on point with my macros. I'm training every day. I'm doing what I'm supposed to, right? And then I go to this party. People keep pushing cake on me, and I'm like, nah. Okay. Then I eat some pizza and some ice cream, right? And then I show up on Monday, and I'm feeling fucking fat. Okay, I'm fat. I'm inflamed. I'm tired. I weigh 10 pounds more, right? Because I ate like an asshole, right? And let's say my normal body fat testing day is on a Monday, right? You are going to want to skip it because you don't want to face reality. Don't fucking skip it. Hold yourself accountable and stick to it. Step on that motherfucking scanner or the body fat testing machine, whatever you're doing, and face the music. Because whenever you feel the guilt and the pain and the negative emotions that are going to come from your bad decisions, you're going to remember that, right? And then what's going to happen is the next time you're in a situation like that, your mind is always trying to run from pain, right? So use your brain on itself, right? Feel the fucking pain, deal with the emotions, and then next time you're in a situation like that, you'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to eat cake. I don't eat cake. Sorry, but thank you for offering, right? And then you won't make those bad decisions again, okay? Self-accountability, all right? So that is the number 4. Actually, that's the number 5 thing. And then the sixth one that you need to do, and this is another one that is going to make you an amazing human being. Okay? I've been doing this for a really, really long time. So this is the power of personal development. Okay? So this is what I recommend. So you want to invest in courses. So in areas that you want to improve your life, there's courses made on this thing. Whether it's from mindset, fucking setting goals, writing books, fucking financial stuff, relationship stuff, fitness stuff. There's courses on everything, okay? So buy courses, get audiobooks, okay? Audio, okay, that's supposed to say audio book, okay? Listen to podcasts, right? Like this one, okay? And read on the areas that you need improvement on, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to commit to every single day doing some form of personal development. And the easy way to do this is to just as soon as you wake up, put your headphones on, right? Turn on like an audio book, flip on a course, turn on a YouTube, right? Flip it on the fucking Coach D podcast, right? Flip on something and do some personal development every single day, 1 hour a day. Do it while you're working out, when you're driving in your car, listening to audiobooks, right? Or podcasts or courses, right? When you're cleaning your house, when you're just chilling at home, always be growing. Because remember, in order for you to get to the high life, you have to become better. You have to learn more. You have to learn more and grow through the application of those things that you're learning, right? So you learn and then you apply. And as you apply, you are going to change. Your life is going to change, and everything in your life is going to get better, okay? So the true change is in the execution of what you learned, right? Information without application is fucking useless, right? So you can watch this video, but if you don't take any fucking action, guess what? You just wasted fucking, 45 minutes of your life, right? And you wasted my time, right? You have to execute. Execution. Remember that little bitch I was talking about? That little bitch is trying to tell you right now, oh yeah, we'll start this Monday. We'll start this tomorrow. We'll start this next week. We'll start this after my vacation. We'll start this later. We'll start this later. It's procrastinating, pushing it off. That's your little bitch. Okay? Execution. The reason why winners win and losers lose, this is really the only difference. Winners execute immediately. Losers procrastinate and make excuses. That's it. That's it. If you don't remember anything else, just remember that. That's the difference between those who fucking win and those who fucking lose. Execution. It's literally the difference. Winners take fucking action immediately. They learn something, boom, they do it. It's part of, they make it part of their daily routine. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? That is how winners win. All right? So you have to get in the habit of execution. All right? So, and with that said, if you plan all this out in your Google Calendar, right? Plan your day out by the hour, right? Google Calendar. Or if you're old school, you want to get like a little written daily calendar, do that. Okay? Doesn't matter. Plan your shit out hour by hour. You should know when you're going to work out, what time, when you're eating, when you're doing whatever, when you're doing your personal development. You need to know when and where you're doing all these things, and it needs to be scheduled in your day. Scheduled in your day. Every single day should be planned out. Even the time that you spend with your spouse, with your kids, planned out in your freaking calendar. Every day. So focus on that as well too. Okay? Do that as well too. So anyways, that pretty much sums up the 6 steps to what you need to do to become your best version of you this year, right? In order for you to become your best version of you, you got to master you within. Correct? Yes or yes? Yes. Okay. So that begins by you doing all these things. So let's recap. All right? We're going to recap. So we're going to go all the way back up. So what did I tell you first? I'm going to go all the way back up here. Okay? What did I tell you first? Remember, habits. Focus on forging habits, because this is how you're going to get from here to here. Okay? Here to here. Here to here is going to come from your habits. Understood? Second thing, get the fuck up early. Okay? Create more time. Next thing. Let me change my thingy here. Next thing, you got to make sure that your diet is dialed in. Track your fucking macros. Okay? Track your shit. Okay? I use the app called MyFitnessPal, by the way. Let me actually put that in here. It's MyFitnessPal. There's tons of apps you can do this on. MyFitnessPal. Okay? And remember, and when it comes to your nutrition, you fellas need at least 70 grams of protein every meal if you're eating 3 times a day. Okay? The next thing, make sure that you are burning calories every day. Remember? Burn calories every day. And then when it comes to you moving up to that next step, you got to get your self-accountability stuff going. So remember, regular weigh-ins, you have weekly body fat, okay, testing, macros daily, and then weekly progress pick. All right? And then the very, very last thing is doing your 1 hour of personal development every single day. Okay? Every single day. If you need some ideas on books or courses or whatever to take, I got the ultimate one teaching you guys how to get ripped. Okay? But if you want courses on like financial stuff or business stuff or mindset stuff or marriage things or you name it, like you need ideas for books or podcasts or whatever, hit me up and I'll give you some recommendations of things that I go to, right? Because I study all this stuff, everything from health, wealth, and relationships, okay? Taking courses on all this stuff. So anyways, so that pretty much sums it up. So remember, habits, get up early, track your macros, burn calories daily, self-accountability, and then 1 hour personal development daily. I got some more stuff in the description. Follow me on my social media handles. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Share this with your friends, right? They can handle some of the raw, brash truth, not you little sensitive little weak bitches. Those are not my market. Those are not my people, okay? Strong minds only, all right? So share this with people who would actually appreciate it, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. All right, we will see you guys next time.